Guys, how are you all doing today? I pray all is well with you and your families. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nancy, and today we are just doing that back to school hair. So I'm just doing a simple hairstyle using African hair, which is this. It's a Ghanaian what did they call it? Ghanaian lines. Very good hair, very good hair if you want to try this hair for your kids. So normally when I do cornrows, I don't cornrow my cornrows till the end of the neck area, because what happens is with some people's scalp, depending on who you are braiding, if you cornrow all the way to the nape, it's gonna create those like kind of razor bumps for some, but it's not with everybody, with some, and mainly with kids, they will have those bumps in the nape area. So I tend to just do like single braids, like 2 lines of single braids, and then the rest will be cornrow. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I was telling my daughter here that she is blessed. She came when her mommy was in the process of healing, because I told her that her sister had no such choices of just choosing whatever style she likes, because I normally would just braid something I know that it will last a long time. But with this one, she can choose the styles that she likes, and normally the styles that she likes don't stay a long time. But because she's sensitive and she doesn't like certain styles, she doesn't like hair or in her face, so many stuff that she doesn't like. So I was like, you know what? I have come a long way where I just go with what my kids like, So I was just thinking, you know what? I'm going to talk about that, because I have come to realize that in everything we do in life, there's valuable lessons to be learned. Especially when it comes to raising children. In some cases, they end up actually teaching you as the parent. In my case, I have learned quite a lot from my kids. It has been a process. I'm not gonna lie. It has been a long process for me. I've noticed that what was happening in our household when my 2 older kids, when they were young, it often reflected what was going on within ourselves. Whatever was going on within me or my husband, it was reflected in our household. And that was through my children. But it took a long time to realize that. Like, for instance, right, when my husband and I were arguing about nothing, really. Arguing about nothing, just like any other married couples, where sometimes you just argue about nothing. Wait, Tiana, don't turn around, you mess up. Let me know if it's too tight, okay? So when my husband and myself were arguing about nothing, or we were just not getting along, our kids would mirror that discord. Like, my eldest would become unusually quiet. So in those early years, I would think, this girl is so quiet, not knowing that she was just quiet because of my own dysfunctions that I was battling with. So she would go in a cocoon and be so extremely quiet. And with my son, he was opposite. He would throw intense tantrums that, it would be something like small as like, pick up your toy. And he would throw a huge tantrum over picking up a toy. And we didn't know that they were just reflecting what was happening during that time, you know. So we have come to realize that when my husband and myself, if we aren't happy with each other, if we are not happy with each other, no matter what it is, my children, especially when they were young, the two older ones, during our immaturity years, when we weren't happy with each other, our children felt that unhappiness too. So they would act up. They'll act out their emotions that they were feeling from us. Anyways, today I am not talking about that. I'm not gonna dwell on this matter, but I am going to talk about some of the lessons I have learned in raising my children. I have learned that parenting is not a one-way street like I thought. It's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. If you are open-minded and you're willing to see clearly, you will learn some of the most valuable lessons from your children and your spouse. So that's what I'm talking about today. Lesson number 1, patience. I have learned to be patient. So kids will teach you that not everything happens overnight. You can't expect the best in a short amount of time. That's what I've learned, because when you can't wait for that thing you want, it's not gonna happen. Either you're just gonna make bad decisions because you're failing to wait, or you just have to wait like how kids do. How we do with our children. We wait for them to crawl, we wait for them to walk, to speak, to say to write their first word, you know, things like that. The same way you are exercising that patience is how you are supposed to exercise patience in your life. Lesson number 2, let go of offense. Don't hold on to offenses. I've learned to express my emotions instead of bottling them up, thinking people will guess as to what's going on with me and to expect them to fix me instead of doing the work myself. So, like for example, before my son came from college for summer break, the amount of cleaning I did in his room, just making sure that he comes to a nice, clean room, smelling good, new sheets, new bedding, you know, because a mom, you'll be excited to see your son, right? If I tell you that 2 days later, when I went to his room because I wanted him to do something for me, what I saw was horror. I was so upset, like, how could you? I cleaned this room and I thought, you know what, if you come to a nice room, you are just going to maintain it and not make it like that, especially only 2 days after you have arrived. Oh, that pissed me off. But not immediately, like hours later, I just breathed and I just let go. And I was like, you know what? Let the child rest. The child has been working hard at school. Let the child. Yes, ma'am. It's not long at all. What? What's the issue now? Remember, I'm gonna do cornrows. Hmm? What?
But look, but you didn't even do, but
After this line, then I'm gonna do the cornrows.
then what is this for?
It's just so the cornrows can do, you know, so that this, you won't have those bumps in the back. That's all.
Yeah, but why you have to have this?
Why? That's the reason.
But mommy,
What?
you don't need it.
What do you mean I don't need it?
Yeah.
Okay, it will make sense. Just be patient. It will make sense once I do it. Okay? Yeah. Once I finish, you will see what I'm trying to do. Okay? It's not even a lot. It's just 2 lines.
Oh.
So, anyways, guys, where was I? Okay. So yeah, I was on when my son. There's 2 days after my son came from college. The room looked crazy, like absolutely crazy. But you know what? Few hours after that, I just said, you know what? Let this child rest. College is hard. All you do is study, study. You have no life but to study. So I just let it go. And I just thought to myself, oh wow, I was impressed with myself actually. I was like, you know what? I've come a long way, because if it was me back then, he would have cleaned that room. He would have done everything he could to make sure that room was back to the way he found it. But no, I just let it go. So I have definitely learned to let go of things that really don't matter, really. Like cleaning the room. Just let it go. We'll deal with that later. You know, so anyway, he left for college, and even when he left for college, his room was a mess. Even after I said, you know what, clean your room before you go. But the room was messy. But I said, you know what, it's okay. Let it go. The child is going to study. So just let it go. So it helps. Kids help you to practice self-control and letting go. At least that's what my kids have taught me, to just let go and have self-control over your emotions. Lesson number 3, balance. My kids have taught me to have a balanced lifestyle. Don't just work, 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 and work. Just like how kids have fun, they play, they eat, they relax, they rest, they sleep. I have to do the same. So they taught me to just, you know, to focus solely on work, yes, but to also know that it's very important to play and to rest also. So I've learned to balance my life, not just to work, 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 but also to work, 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 rest, 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 have fun, 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 and we do it again. That's what my children have taught me. Because if you just work, 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 you will die of stress. So I refuse for this stress to get me, you know. Work, 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 rest, rest, rest. Lesson number 4, acceptance. With this one, as much as I love order and routines, I have learned from my kids that it's okay if things don't always go as planned.
Ah, mommy,
What?
you removed it.
Oh, sorry. So I have learned that it's okay when things don't go as planned. A dirty wall or a dirty countertop, dirty clothes here and there, you know, isn't the end of the world. Sometimes you just need to relax. Just look at the dirty counter and say, you know what, I'll get to it when I get to it. It's okay. That wasn't normal to me. I thought, no, how can you relax when there's a dirty counter? Just fingerprints all over the counter or fingerprints on the fridge. But I've learned to say, you know what, now it's time to relax. We'll get to that when we get to that. So accept some things as they were, routines and order, although they are good, but you know what, if things are messy, it's okay. That's what I've learned. That's what my kids have taught me, because they will have things all over the place. After you have your wall painted, they're gonna take their hands with oil and just rub on it, and you have no choice but to say, you know what, I cannot get a paintbrush and start brushing it. I just have to look at that wall for some time and be okay with it. So accept some stuff that it is what it is. It is what it is. What, 4 or 5? Let's say number 5. Seasonality. My kids, they have taught me that relationships are seasonal. People come and go. Just as children make and lose friends in their lifetime, they have friends in 1st grade, friends in 2nd grade, new friends in 3rd grade, new friends in 5th grade. You know, it just changes. And they are okay with it. They are not gonna cry over a friendship, a best friend that was in 1st grade. They're just gonna move on, find another friend in 6th grade or 5th grade, 4th grade, whatever grade. So I've learned that, you know what, relationships are seasonal. We should also be open to allow new people into our lives and letting others go. If people come into your life, learn from them. If they want to live your life, let them go. That's what I've learned, and that has stuck with me to this day. To just let people come in, let people go. When they are tired or when their season is over, just let them go.
Where my t-shirt is.
Tiana, your own hair is up here. So if I do,
My own is where?
your own hair is up here. Look, right here. Right here. Right here where I'm holding. Right here. Right here.
Here?
That's where your own hair is.
Wait, there.
Yeah. So how can it be right here when your hair is longer than that?
My hair is here.
You're pushing it, girl. Relax. Your hair is here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So I'll cut it only
my
just.
hair is right here?
Yeah.
What? Oh, come on.
I'll cut it still. Lesson number 6. Carefreeness. Carefreeness. My children have taught me not to overthink things. Not to overthink anything. You know? Because I used to be a queen of overthinking. Everything I had to overthink it. And being carefreeness, you just have to learn to not worry about how you are perceived, not worry too much about your children's well-being, and just trust in the Lord who gave you the children, you know, because worrying did not even help anything. If you really think about it, young children don't care about what others think about them. No, they don't care. They don't think about their outfits when they are young. Only when they are young. No, I'm not talking about older kids, but when they are young, they don't think about their outfits, their hair. They don't care about those things like how we adults do. Like, you have to care about everything. Like, If I don't dress you nice, they're gonna think that I'm a bad mother. If I don't do such and such, I'm gonna be perceived like this, you know. So we worry too much. But with kids, they don't worry about those things. So they forgive easily and they move on with a smile. That's what kids do. And I have just trained myself, which is, you know, I'm still in progress, but I've just trained myself that, you know what, don't worry about a lot. Just forgive, train yourself to forgive quickly and move on with your life with a smile. This part, I need to concentrate a little bit, so let me do this part and then I will continue on the lessons. As you can see, with kids, I don't even braid tight. This has to be able to move like that. You know, for adults, it's different. But for kids, just make sure this is moving. It mustn't be tight. Even here, make sure this is actually tight, but, you know, make sure it's not even tight. Anyways, guys, so the other thing that I've learned from kids is limitlessness. I just believe that children, all kids believe anything is possible. When I ask my kids what they want to be, or when I asked the two grown-up kids what they wanted to be, they always gave me these big dreams, and those dreams had no limits. They just believed they can be anything they wanted: president, astronaut, whatever, you name it. They just believed they could be that, I believe that the only limit that is on us is what we place on ourselves. That's the limit. So if we can just believe like how kids believe, then we don't need to limit ourselves, really. So that's what I've learned, not to limit myself. And if I'm limiting myself, then I'm into myself too much. So I just believe you don't have to hold yourself back for anything or anyone. If you believe in something, go for it. The other important lesson that my kids have taught me over the years is selflessness, to avoid self-centeredness. So what I've learned is my own pain was a form of self-centeredness, because it prevented me from fully caring for my children. And I just have learned to care for myself, because when I care for myself, I am better equipped to care for others. I'm a better mom, I'm a better wife. So in trusting the process, letting go, caring for others, caring for myself helps me to care for others well. And trusting God in the process has humbled me to understand that being a parent doesn't mean I'm always right. So beyond all these lessons that I have learned that God often uses our spouses and our children to teach us don't move, Tiana.
Okay.
I've learned that God often uses our spouses and children to teach us the most valuable lessons in life. So really learning to be an open-minded parent has taught me to be patient, to let go of things, let go of offenses right away, do not hold on anything, to balance myself, like, you know what, you don't have to just work, have fun and rest, to accept what it is. Do not try to have like a routine. It has to go a certain way. I have just learned to wait, Tiana. I've learned to just let go. Let it be. If it's dirty, it's dirty. And if you can't, you don't have to clean it right away just because you want things a certain way. Just learn to relax. That's what I've learned over the years. Just learn to relax. If you leave that thing dirty, it's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna hurt anyone. You just get to it when you get to it. And to be carefreeness, like to not overthink on things. Don't overthink. Just forgive easily. Just forgive easily and move on with a smile. And the other thing is just believe in yourself. Don't limit yourself. Don't worry about what people will say or think about you. Allow people to come in and go in your life and be okay with it. Do not hold it against anyone. If their season is over in your life, it's just over. Just let people go and just move on. And the most important lesson of them all is not to be self-centered. I have learned to just first care for myself. If I'm hurting, find healing in God. Find that peace. That way I'm able to care for my loved ones, for people around me. I'm able to serve when I care for myself. And it's okay to care for yourself. Once you know that it's okay, then it's gonna be easy to care for other people. For me, it became easy to care for my children and for my husband, because now I knew that, you know what, it's okay to be healed. It's okay to care for yourself. So since this girl doesn't like long hair, I'm just going to curl it and then cut it.
Ouch.
That's what we're gonna do. Curl it, then I'll put it into hot water and then cut it. That's what I do. So let's, there's two.
Which famous singer's car can make the jump over this broken bridge?
Put it on. Hi, did you put gas in my car? Okay, how far with the school thing now? Did you get the other information you were supposed to get? So did you transfer? When are you gonna do it? Okay. Anyways, guys, we are done. So yeah, so I hope you have learned something from my story. Let me know, have you learned anything from your children or your spouse over the years? See, she wants me to cut it and I'm like, it's not even that long. It's not even so long. I think
It's over long.
it's not over long. So I think I'm gonna cut it up here.
Where?
Right here. It's okay.
Wait, where? Where here?
Let me cut it, then you go look at it. Let's see. Go like this. Yeah, stay straight. Do not bend. Just stay straight like that. Yeah, like that, yeah. Like that, yeah. So guys, what have you learned from your children? Share in the comment section if you learned anything from your children or your spouse. Yeah, that's it for today. And remember, when you are around your children, just be mindful of their actions, their behaviors, because you might learn something from them. They might have something to teach you, you know? So, yeah. I have to curl it again, Tiana.
Too long again?
No, I have to just curl it.
What do you mean? But this is the fake hair, Mommy.
Yeah, it's the fake hair, but your hair is long. Your hair is up here.
Yeah,
This
but
is your hair.
can't you just cut the fake hair?
If I cut the fake hair, your hair is just gonna unravel. You will just tie it, like always. Just tie it like that.
Daddy's gonna be mad.
Yeah, but this is the shortest I can go. This is the shortest I can go.
But why can't you cut the short?
Even if I cut the fake hair, look. Even if I cut, Lord have mercy. It won't work. It won't work even if I cut it won't work because I'll be cutting your hair. This, yeah, this is as much as I
What
can.
about the wider?
The lighter, it's not going to, this has to dry first. That's what I'm saying. Let's leave it to dry first and we'll figure out. Then I'll be able to go shorter, okay? Maybe I'll go here. Where your hair is, like right here. And it will remove the fake hair. Maybe I'll go right here. Okay? Now I removed all the fake hair. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. You have a blessed, wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.